Today's topic is elements of plane milling cutter. That means in a industry what type of milling cutters we are using. Those cutters are having number of cutting teeth, and those are classified according to their category, quality and angle, etc. So we have to consider when we use the cutter, what type of cutter should be used for what milling operation. So here I will give you some examples. This is a cutter figure, and that cutting teeth are constructed on this figure to show the different points name and its function. All the cutters, milling cutters, whatever cutting tool you use, those cutting tools are always having some particular points named for particular thing. So this is the figure of one plane milling cutter, or you can say slab milling cutter, cylindrical milling cutter, what we use in workshop. So here we have given some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So what is number 1? So number 1 is cutting edge. So number 1, which is the number 1? This is this point. Here you see this point or this point or this point is indicated here. Number 1, cutting edge. This edge, this cutting point used to remove the material from the component. So name of this point is cutting edge. Then you will find this cutting edge is having very minute place plane. Here you see plane. This portion slightly plane. Here you can also see this is plane. So this portion is called land. Number 6 land. It is cylindrical or it may be angular. This portion always kept wide, not more than 0.5 millimeter, depends upon the diameter of the cutter. Understand? Then number 2, what is lip angle? What is lip? In human being, lip is our mouth, this lip. So lip angle is number 2. If you draw axial point, so this angle tangent to center line, and this point is called rake angle or radial rake angle. Number 3, radial rake angle, and number 2 is lip angle. This is the lip angle, the slight thing. Then number 4 is primary clearance angle. Whenever we use cutters are having clearance angle so that it should not rub the job or what from where we are try to remove the material from that component. Cutter land or edge should not rub the job. If it is rubbing the job, then it will not cut and accident may take place. Cutter will be damaged. So that's why always all cutters are giving some clearance angle so that the only cutting edge should touch the job for cutting, and remaining parts of the land should clear the job. So that is primary clearance angle. Primary clearance angle is number 4. This angle is primary clearance angle. This is the primary clearance angle. This is just beyond the land. Then secondary clearance angle. Secondary clearance angle is, it is beyond primary clearance angle, this angle. This angle is secondary clearance angle. As usual, number 6, land. This is the land. I told you the land should be how much width? It should be maximum 0.5 millimeter. Depends upon the diameter of the cutter. Then face of the teeth. Face of the tooth. Face means front portion of the teeth. This is the teeth and this portion is face. This portion is face. This is the face. So face of the teeth is very important, and face of the teeth should be in angular. That face of the teeth and gashing or chip space is very important. If the diameter of the cutter is more, then this gash or chip space or chip clearance will be more. In rough milling cutter, number of teeth will be less than this portion, total this portion, this empty portion from here to here. This is hollow. This is called gashing. This is called gashing, or here it is shown. This total portion is gashing, means clear. Why it is? It is a, in other words you can say it is a chip pocket. When we use cutter, rotating cutter and removes chips from the job, chips will be accommodated in this pocket and the cutter is running. So when it will go down, all chips will fall in the work table of the milling machine. Next point is fillet or root radius. Fillet or root radius. When we manufacture the cutter, this portion, this is first clearance angle, this is second clearance angle. So bottom, this portion is called fillet, means it is in radius. It cannot be kept sharp. Why? All cutters you will find this portion is slightly in radius form. This portion is slightly in radius form. Why? After manufacturing the cutter, we have to go number of process for finishing. Firstly, we will take high-speed steel material, then we will cut it to required size, then turn it, then milling. In milling machine, we will form these teeth and then it will be heat treated, hardened and tempered. After hardening and tempering, during that process, if any sharp corner will be there, when quenching process, this is a heat treatment process, there this sharp corner area will be cooled down quickly and it may cause crack in the cutter, hair crack or visible crack, and during the finishing operation it may appear. And if it is not at all appeared in finishing process, during some operation it may appear and it may cause accident. That's why this fillet always in radius form. Then relief angle. Number 11 is relief angle. Relief angle means this is the relief angle. This relief angle is, I told you, land. This is the land. Number 6. Land may be radial. Land may be radial. No relief angle on this land. But bigger dia cutters, if you keep this land in radial form, it may rub the job. So we give on land a relief, slight angle. Hardly, it may half degree to 1 degree maximum, just to relieve the land to touch the job surface. So that is called relief angle. It is very important. Relief angle depends on the cutter diameter, what type of material you will cut, and all this. Next point is root diameter. Root diameter is what? From fillet, if you draw a line, center line passing through center point to this corner, here to here, it is root diameter. Then outside diameter. Outside diameter is outside diameter means diameter of the cutter. It may be 50 millimeter, it may be 75 millimeter, whatever diameter you want to keep, or manufacturer will decide as per the ISO standard cutter. In non-standard, any diameter you can keep and manufacture a cutter. So outside diameter, then back of the teeth, this all side, this total side is back of the teeth. And then tooth depth. Tooth depth means from this point to this point. This point to this point is tooth depth. Whatever elements I have described here, everything is standard. Everything is standard. Standard dimensions are fixed for diameter, depth of cut, teeth size, number of teeth, how many number of teeth will be cut on the diameter of the cutter. Everything is standardized in ISO system. And this all cutter initially it was made by solid high speed steel. I repeat, cutters are manufactured from high speed steel, hardened and tempered with grinding finish. So this is the elements of milling cutter or plain milling cutter. All cutters have, whether it is side and face milling cutter, it is a slitting saw cutter, it is a T-slot cutter, any cutter having these elements on the cutters. Thank you. If you like my channel, please subscribe it and share it.